Now, one thing that I really want y'all to see immediately when you look at a map of world regions and world religions by region is, one, we already know what religion is being practiced almost entirely in the Western Hemisphere. When you're looking at it from a global standpoint, what religion is all of this? Somebody put it in the comments. What overarching religion is all of this? There we go. So it's really important that you understand the terminology here. When we talk about Catholicism, because you got Roman Catholics in the yellow, you got Protestants in the orange, you've got other Christians and Orthodox Christians. These are all going to be Christians. They all believe in God. They all believe that Jesus is the Son of God, okay? So that basic belief is not going to be different between the different branches of Christianity. This has to do with how they're going to worship. All right, so all of the Western Hemisphere here, from the United States all the way down to the tail end of Argentina, are going to be Christian. Then also in Europe, the predominant religion, okay, is going to be Catholic Christianity in the south. We're going to look at a map of this a little bit later. It shows just Europe, but you got Catholic Christianity in the south, Protestants up north, and then your East Orthodox is going to be over here, practice in Central America, Central Europe or Eastern Europe, and Russia. Okay, so yes, it is partly because of colonialization, maybe entirely because of colonialization. Some missionaries as well, but the early spread comes during the Columbian exchange years. Okay, in the 1500s, the age of exploration, which is going to lead to the relocation of Christians from Europe into the Americas. And that today is why the majority of Catholics live in South America, not over here in Southern Europe where the Pope lives. All right. So we're always asking these why aware questions. That's the why aware of Catholic Christianity. It's Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is coming up. We talk about pilgrims leaving. These Puritans leaving the United Kingdom in search of religious freedom. Many of these Protestant groups moved into the Americas in order to seek out the freedom to worship, or the separation of church and state. When we say separation of church and state, separation of church and the Anglican Church and the British, as well as other groups that were trying to escape government control of religion in other countries as well. This map shows kind of the same stuff. You can see that there's less color variation, so it's easier to digest where the Christians are versus you got all of Russia is going to be shown as predominantly Eastern Orthodox, so it's a little bit more clear here. Notice also, I want to look back at this one for a second. What's going on here? What's this gray color? You got this gray color in China, in the Koreas, and a lot of Central Asia, and a lot of Eastern Europe. The gray color means non-religious. Sometimes you will see it as atheist and agnostic. Sometimes you will see it as secular, which is a word that we had a few weeks ago when we talked about popular culture. Such a great refresher in my brain because I nearly forgot what I learned in this unit. That is good stuff. That's why I'm here. So when we talk about these non-religious groups, it doesn't mean that there's no religion there. It doesn't even mean that they might not even claim religion. It just means that they don't have an emphasis on it strong enough to change the way they're going to live. They might be cultural Christians. They might be cultural something else, but they have a very secular focus. And you're starting to see more of that in many parts of the world. As you can see in this map here, this graphic shows that the percentage of those who say they are Christian is going to be the highest, okay, in the dark blue. And then in the light blue, you've got people that are maybe a little bit less Christian. Now, notice that automatically you lose North Africa, you lose almost all of Asia. Well, these guys aren't Christian at all. They don't even practice that as their religion. But if you look at places like Western Europe and the United States and Australia, some of the most developed countries on earth, you're starting to get down in this 60 to 65% range. In parts of Europe, like in France here, you're actually getting down to the 40 to 50% range of those who are Christians. So there's a huge secular focus on people who are doing well, because a lot of times we put our faith in God that he will pull us through in times of need or in times of hardship. Well, in the richest places on earth, there might not be as much of that. So development and religion kind of do this, okay? As countries get more developed, religious feelings tend to go down a little bit. That's the reason why I wanted to show you all this map. And then again, kind of looking at a Catholic Christianity, okay, where Catholics live, the top 25 nations, most of these are going to be in Central and South America. That's the reason why I'm showing you this. Notice you got India over here with 11 million. That's a lot of Christians. It's a lot of Catholic Christians, but there's almost a billion. There's probably just a little over a billion people living in India.